Yeah, it is fixing to storm here. Any second. Lightning, pretty windy. And of course Danny, chicken shit Danny, she's shaking in her boots. She does not like the rain. I've got everything already packed up except the sewer. I just gotta unhook the sewer. It's getting, yeah, there's my camp. All my stuff's out except for my last bucket of lights. Even the park lights went off at the field, the basketball and everything. They turned everything off. They shut the pool down. I was doing laundry, and the manager the laundry room closes at 9:45. But I told her, listen, as long as I got him in the dryer, I'll just come get him in the morning. And so Tracy's her name, and she's really nice. I said, this way you don't have to come back. Look, you can see the clouds. It feels really great because it was so hot. It's been hot and humid the last couple of days. So maybe it'll just be like an electrical storm. Ooh, we'll just get lightning and wind. Not too bad of a wind. But my neighbor here, his awning, I went over there, and his mom's on a cruise, and so I was helping him get his awning in. So, yeah. We're right near Charlotte Harbor. Oh, got bit by a couple of bugs. And the rabbits around here are crazy. They're like everywhere. Rabbits everywhere. Yeah. Oh. You think with the wind that the skeeters wouldn't be out, but they are. So, that being said, I'm going in to make dinner and enjoy the breeze. Yep.
Live your life within the moment, and don't go wait until the morning. All that I know is we'll get older. So let us dance this night away. Then we'll dance the night away.
That's out the window. I'm facing the south, so my camera's facing the south. But you could see the rain by the light coming down. I love a good rainstorm. I have my weather radio on. Reception is better where I was standing before, but it's gotten kind of worse, so I'm going to have to check that radio. They said tornado watch. So, I'll be back if it gets any worse. So this morning I got up and went and got my laundry and folded it, because they locked up the laundry room last night. I said, go ahead and lock it up. I'll just leave my clothes in the dryer and get them in the morning. This way she didn't have to come back out in the rain, because it stormed pretty bad all night. It was thundering. The wind was blowing. The camper was shaking. So this little guy here, a big guy here, come walking right next to my van. I was parked out in front. What? He's going to get this little lizard. He's going to try to eat this lizard. I can only get close up, but he's got a gecko in his mouth. Lunch. Amazing. Pretty bird, though. You got it. Oh, see him swallow it right down his throat. Let me go look for some more. That was just an appetizer. Lunchtime. Good morning, RV Rebel watchers and YouTubers. Well, it is Sunday, fun day Sunday, and I'm on my way out of here. Out of here. Yep. I'm pulling out of the Encore Harbor Lakes RV Resort, where I've been for only a week this time. But I'm hoping to come back here again and stay for a little bit longer. So here we go. As we pull out, Danny, my sidekick, is sitting next to me. It was storming all night last night, and I'm glad that I put everything away, otherwise it would have all been soaking wet. But it's pretty windy today. We'll see how my travels go in this wind, because when it's windy, it really knocks the camper and the van around a lot, because they're both so high. So we'll see how it goes. We're on the road, ready to go. I hope you come along with us for most of this journey. Yeah. Pretty organized. As much as organized could be. When you have so many things, when you're full-time and you do want to have some of the better things in life to make your life a little more comfortable when you're living in an RV or in a van, you do have baggage, materialistic baggage, and that's why I chose to get the van, because it works great for me. So I had everything all cleaned up and put away, and then today all I had to do was really pull in my slide and empty out my tanks were already empty, but empty out a little bit of water, because I had too much water in the holding tank. I didn't want to travel with that much water. So, because every gallon is 8.32 pounds, and that adds up to almost 200 pounds of water, So I let some of the water out, and so I'm only carrying approximately 10 gallons of water. Between 7 and 10 gallons. Because I can't measure it, from inside. My meter doesn't tell me how many gallons I have left. So here we go. And we are continuing our journey northbound to my kind of town. Chicago is my kind of town. Chicago is where all my people are. But anyway, I am on my way, and we're headed up back towards Tallahassee or out of the state. I'm going to be on I-75. Actually, I really wanted to stop in Tallahassee on my way back, but with all this wind and this weather that's coming through, I may just go straight out of the state. And that's why I'm glad that whenever I come into the state, that I always stop and see my friends Leeds and Mark, because just in case on my way out the weather's bad and I want to avoid it. So last night I made sure that I filled my tank, and I can get a couple hours in. Who knows, I may even make it out of the state today. I may make it to Georgia. We'll see. Come along. Of course, Danny and I had to stop and say goodbye to Florida at the sign. And we did. Look at, bye, Florida. Bye, Florida. We'll see you next year. Right, Danny? Danny, what do you say, Danny? See you next year, Florida. Yeah, see you next year. That's the night the lights went out in Georgia. Crossing the Georgia-Florida line. Yep. And I broke my glasses. And I thought, uh-oh, I think I got a problem with my solar panels too, because I saw tape. I could see it from the ground. So I got out my trusty ladder. And I got up on top of my roof at Cracker Barrel. And I realized that there was a part of it I didn't tape down. Yep, there's the Cracker Barrel. So I put a little VHB tape where I missed it on there. And I made sure that the rest of it was taped down. The winds from the storm were horrible. And the winds driving were bad. But the other side is okay. And I'm sure that that's what happened, was the wind got underneath that section right there in the front that I forgot to tape. So I'll secure it again. I'm going to put some more tape on there, because all that tacky stuff is on there. I don't want debris, sticking all that tacky stuff. It's all on the roof now too. So I'll have to fix that. Yep. Oh well. Shit happens. Okay, I got my inverter plugged in. I got my extension cord plugged into my inverter here. See? Here we go. My inverter says it's at 13.2, but my 13.2, but my charge controller says it's at 13.3. So yeah, and right now it doesn't say my inverter's pulling any watts, but let's see if I turn on my light, my little light. It barely pulls anything. That light right there. It hardly says anything right here. But when I go plug it in, we'll see how much it's gonna pull. It shouldn't pull that much. The only thing it's pulling, which is directly hooked up to the battery, is my little bitty refrigerator, and I think that's under 40 watts. So see, this keeps going from 13.2 to 13.3. It goes back and forth, but it's not showing anything at all, hardly, that inverter's pulling, because I don't have this extension cord hooked up to anything, and this little 60 watt light bulb doesn't really pull much of anything. But we are gonna go turn on the TV, plug in the TV. I have the refrigerator on gas. I'm gonna see if it'll work on the gas. We'll see. The freezer will, but the refrigerator wasn't. So we'll see how it does. It has been on electric for a while, so we'll see how it's going. I don't know why I would have thought I would have ran out of propane by now, but I haven't, because I had the refrigerator on electric all this time. Okay, so I got the cord coming through the window, and I have my Apple TV and my TV plugged in. So, but my I mean, not using my Starlink, because I'm not going to pull that out here at Cracker Barrel. I'm going to use my little MiFi, my Verizon Jetpack. I haven't canceled it yet. Because, you know, when I stop at places like this, you know what? Yes, I could use my Bluetti, and I use my Bluetti usually, but I want to try it because my solar panels are up now on top of the van, and I've been driving all day charging. So my solar panels are at 3.3, which is good because they were up to 3.4, but that's the most they've ever stayed at after the sun has gone down. So I'm going to go see how much watts it shows my inverter showing on my inverter. I'll be back. Okay. I forgot the flashlight. Duh. But that's okay. I got lights in here once I get in here. Let's see. There we go. Turn on the light. It says 3.3. Okay. It says it's only got 30 watts. Which is pretty good. I mean, if you're seeing it, it's upside down. So the inverter's showing it's at 13.2 and it's 30 watts. And then I'll just shut it off when, because it will shut off on its own if it goes too low. It has that safety feature in there, but it's not going to go that low because I hardly have it. All I have on there is my little bitty refrigerator, my little set power, and I have on the Apple TV and the regular TV. So if I don't fall asleep with the TV on, it shouldn't use that much. Good morning. I'm taking Danny out for a walk at Cracker Barrel, and I'm gonna check and see how my battery held up. They're cutting the grass out here. Noisy. Let's see how we did. Oh, come on, Danny. Come on. Gonna come up in here with me. We'll check out how we did here. Well, look at that. 13.3 and 13.1 on here, it says. If you could see over here, you know. Yep. I'm leaving the inverter on because I have the TV on. And we're going to go get ready to hit the road. Come on, Danny. Come on. Come on. Can you get down? Good girl. Have a great day and stay tuned for our next video.